morning, G fam. How y'all doing today? As you can see by all this tubing, today is build yourself some irrigation day. As some of you know, I had a passing of somebody I loved dearly several weeks ago, and it kind of just threw me into a bit of a loop. And unfortunately, my garden has suffered along with me. So I thought, as a way of kind of getting back into taking care of the garden, I needed to get some irrigation going. I know I have a strange way of looking at things, but anyway, I needed to get some irrigation going in case something like this, life threw me another curve. At least I knew my plants would be watered and not dying in the heat. So I am going to install this today, and I will bring you guys back in when I actually am ready to test it. So see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we got it done finally. I have my timers going. All of those are Wi-Fi, so I can actually start this from in the house if I wanted to disrupt the schedule or something like that. Don't mind the mess. I still gotta clean up after this. But anyway, I got one side running now. I'm going to finish up with the other side, and my trees a little bit later. But this is kind of what we're working with here. So this one line is taking care of all of my berries here, and my berries here, and then my garden out there. My mini grapes that are growing in the basket there, being watered. For some reason this middle line here isn't kicking off, but I think it's just water pressure, so I'm actually going to have to put another feeder line somewhere in the middle here to get the middle section to water up, and maybe put some more pressure on these beds here. But everything else is watering pretty doggone well, I think. After some trial and error and lots of hours, I think we're good to go. I'm going to have to push some of these down so they don't actually hit the plants like this one is doing, or turn it down or something, point it somewhere else so the leaves don't get wet so much. I'll play with that later. Right now I can't one-hand it, but I wanted to show you something else. I don't know if you recognize these. Some of you should. This is the bed that this summer I was growing my melons in. That didn't do too well, and one of them kind of imploded upon itself, so I thought I buried it deep into the bottom so it can decompose. But after it had decomposed, I thought I had kind of mixed it all in down deep. Well, this sucker decided it wanted to live. And as you can see, it's tons and tons and tons of plants that are just thriving in here. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to pull them. Actually, I may let them go. I'm just curious to see what will happen. I know by the time they're quote-unquote ready to go, it'd be November and too cold, so I don't think I'll get any flower or anything like that. But I just thought it was funny. All of these seeds decided to pop up after all. But I thought I had them down to the bottom, but obviously not. Anyway, just some... as of, see my mint starting to come back here. My mint's starting to come back there. It's taking a little while for this one, but it's starting to come back. Cabbage 1, so-so. Cabbage 2, no. Cabbage 3, looking good. Cabbage 4, we'll just send that one on its way. Cabbage 5 over here is hanging on, and cabbage over here did not do anything as well. It just comes up to a crisp, poor thing. Anyway, I don't know if any of the seeds in here are going to end up germinating now. But we'll see. This is kind of giving me an idea of where I need to put my mitters too. You notice this side got nice and wet. This side did nothing, so I'm going to have to shift around a little bit and play with placement. Anyway, continue on. My peppers are finishing up. I'm letting them turn red on the bushes, but as you can see, they're kind of anemic looking. Even though I put some compost in here to get it ready for the squash and watered it in good. Not too much is going on with these anymore. I think this is pretty much it. So once these fruits actually turn red and get to some size, we're gonna go ahead and pull them off. I did get one squash to pop up here. The other ones in this bed and this bed haven't done anything yet. We'll give it a little while longer, but if I don't see anything in a while, I'll just replant some more seeds and call it, because it's been crazy hot. I just don't know where this heat is coming from this time of the year. I thought it'd be cooling down by now, but not so much. So we'll just call those non-germinated seeds and replant them. But I did get one. It's coming up, so yay. This is my, I don't know what to do with it yet bed. I'm probably going to put some flowers in there. Some wildflowers, pollinator attractors and things like that. None of my greens have popped up yet. I think it's just too hot, and I think the seeds are just kind of burnt out with things. Same with this bed here. The basil's trying to catch up again. I'm getting new leaves on it, and I'm also getting seeds, well, flowers for seeds too. So I may cut it back one more time down low and see if it bushes out again, but I think it's probably done for the year. Same with the other one. Yeah, it's just too hot. Cabbage is hanging on pretty good, but the corn salad, I think that's what it's called. I always forget what the name of this thing is, but I think it's called corn salad. That hasn't popped up yet. So nothing in this bed here, which is the borage, that hasn't popped up yet, but I think that takes a while to germinate. Cabbages here are doing okay. I got a little sun scald on a couple of them, but the hearts are looking good, so I think we'll be fine there. And I am starting to get some purslane up really well over there, starting to peek out over here a little bit there. Mustards are still doing okay. The seedlings are still taking their time coming up, but once they actually get some good watering, I think they'll do better. Turnips are actually starting to get their true leaves. I did it again. Beets. The beets are getting their true leaves here. Rutabagas are still in their seedling phase, but they're doing pretty well here. Over here, my pinto beans are doing so-so. The original starts didn't do well. Those kind of died out with the heat. And some of them did not germinate. Here's one trying to come up now. Here, maybe they're just slow starters, but that's okay. The Lincoln green peas are popping up now. I think they started popping up 2 days ago. I'm starting to get some true leaves in there. My mint is coming back, yay. The red beans, loving it. These are happy. Even the starters that I put in earlier are doing really well. So, and I still got some more kind of pop up in here too. Lettuce is a no-go. Well, not entirely. I got a few popping up in here, as you can see. I think it's one of two things. Either I scratched them in a little too deep, or it's just too hot. And like I said, with my lack of watering, I know, bad mama. Anyway, sweet potatoes are still hanging in, recovering from the heat with the watering and all that. So I think that's about it that's going on. Oh, that's my miracle fruit here. I did get two on these two plants. I had a bunch of flowers on the other one, that one I'm actually taking care of, but not enough pollinators to get any fruit. Now this one I've just kind of been sitting in here in the pot neglecting it, and it actually gave me berries. So that goes to tell you, sometimes just leave things alone. They'll do what they're supposed to do. But anyway, so that's that. I'm again badly because I'm tired. It's been a long day. But if you notice, I also put up my shade cloth over everything, so that's going to help with some of this heat as well. So that's it, guys. I will keep you all posted as things progress. Hopefully, again, with the irrigation, it's going to help with some of this work. Lots of work. But that's where we are now. Okay. I will talk with you all later. Bye.